YouTube and Yu-Gi-Oh fans, and welcome to another video by Crimson Karibo. Today we got some more replays. Soon enough we'll have some other kinds of videos, like we'll probably do some live stuff once we get a good enough computer to do Twitch. We'll start doing that. Or maybe if anyone knows any other good streaming sites that aren't as heavy on the computer as Twitch, please tell me, and I'd love to know them. So yeah, let's see. Another video. Cyber Dragon v Necros. Cyber Dragon's the deck I use in real life because I just love when they bring back an old deck and give it a lot of new support, which they did great with Cyber Dragons. They give us stuff like Core, they give us Dry. Alright, so he goes for his first turn. Unicorn play, like all Necros decks. I have messed around with Necros a little bit recently. Just online. Deck's insanely high priced. Would never buy it unless somebody just said, hey, here's my Necros deck. Then you see I go into Pleiades, and yeah, Pleiades is just a nice card. Instead of having it get blown up, I just let him go back to the extra deck so I can use him later. I'm not going to send his Manju back, because then he'll just resummon it and I'll be screwed. I had to get something out of Pleiades. Let him just die. But I like our Pleiades. And for those of you who don't know how Cyber Dragons work, since he had a monster and I didn't, I was able to banish Core from my grave, get a free Cyber Dragon, and then I summon my Golden Jet, who increases all Chronomely's levels by 1, and since he's the only Chronomely I run, he is pretty much a level 5. And he's a light machine to go with the rest of the deck, and that works for Pleiades. You know, he's got his Jin, which is just... Jins are scary. I don't like Jins. They're all scary. So yeah, he got his Trish, but I send that back to the hand because I just don't want to deal with the Trish at the moment. I can get hit with that 14 poke. Now I can use a Forbidden Lance to reduce that little bit of damage. So I could have summoned Galaxy Soldier, but I chose just want that extra draw. Then I know it's not like a lot of people run Starlight Road, but I kind of like it just because the main thing a Cyber Dragon deck needs is protection. So I kind of like that card because not only does it protect me once, but then I get Stardust Dragon, which protects me many times. I'm thinking of side decking it instead of main decking it because decks like this just don't blow up cards. I mean, if they play Dark Hole or something, yes, they blow up cards, but just there's some decks that just like to blow up the field a lot more. So then I detach one to summon a Cyber Dragon from the grave, and then I overlay them so I get another Cyber Dragon, and then at this point it's just over. Because Cyber Dragon can attack, then Nova can attack, then this Nova can banish any Cyber Dragon from my hand or field, and then gain 2,100 points. So then that's 42, and then that's game, and he didn't have a Valk in his hand, so he was kind of screwed. Easy win on Necros. It's easy because we're using Ignite, which OP as hell. I just want them so bad. I can't wait. They even come out on my birthday. Like, that's just destined for me. Like, the new pack that came out and is on my birthday. So, like, how can you not just be Destiny? I was supposed to run them. I'm supposed to run them. The gods want me to. The Yugi gods say, yes, this is your deck. And now we kind of just go crazy here, I think. Get our double riot, and then... yeah, we just kind of went all in here. Yeah, and then he kind of ended. What we would have done from here is we would have got our 2 riots, and then we probably would have got some other thing. We probably would have just got our other musket. And then we would have overlaid our 2 riots, made Volcasaurus, blew this up, went into Gaia, and then there's 4k damage just from those two. And then these cards, no, we probably just want to attack with these, and then that's plenty of damage right there. And then, yeah, that's just game. And if we need any more damage, like it didn't add up, just blown up Eagle and Musket, and then used our normal summon. So yeah, and then we always had Cowboy. There was just, like, he didn't have Valk or anything, so again. Against Ignite decks, you better have a Valk if you're playing Necros. You better have something to stop them, because they can go all in so easily, and if you blow them up, hey, they're going to Pendulum again next turn. One thing with that deck is you kind of sometimes have to be careful with your overlaying, because once you overlay, they're not going to go to the extra deck, they're just going to go to the grave. So that's the one downside to overlaying. Usually do if you think it's a good move and you really want that XEs right there. Alright, right here I'm using Exodia. Let's see how I do with it. This, I think, was like more of a stall-oriented Xyz deck. I mean, not Xyz, Exodia deck. We do run Avarice and Fader. When I play Exodia now, we don't run either of those two. Just, they slow down the deck too much. We just want draws, and this is not helping with draws. All the stuff he says, it really just doesn't matter in the least bit. Like, Battle Fader came in handy here. And then he never blew up my card, so I just got a lot more draws. So I just kept drawing, and I got kind of sloppy with this card's effect. But yeah, it really didn't matter, because Ghost Org Snow Rabbit was going to blow it up whenever I activated it anyway. But I still got the draw from it, so we're still happy, because we still got to draw a card. And then, yeah, Golden Bamboo Sword's broken in a deck like this, because you just can run 3 Golden Bamboo Swords, and at that point it's just Pot of Greed. Like, the first time you play it, it's just, like, 2 for 2, because it takes the Broken Bamboo Sword and Golden Bamboo Sword to replace those cards. But after that, it's just 1 for 2. And that's just great. Alright, Phoenix Wind. The first time I saw this deck was on Asian Eyes White Dragon's channel, and he is my favorite YouTuber by far. So yeah, I just tried to make a good version of the deck I saw on his stream. I think I changed a few things around to try and make it a little more consistent. If we didn't start with our fusion substitution, we could have just gotten rid of these two and used our normal summon to get Elemental Hero Blazemane, because we do run one of him, since these two give any Fire Warrior, not just Ignite. And then what we're doing here is we sent him to the grave, our cube, with the effect of Lavolval Chain, and then we fuse those two together to get our Nodin, and then our Nodin plus our cube would go into Ancient Fairy, and then since Cube's in the grave now, his effect goes off and gives us 1 equip card. And if we didn't start with our Chicken Race as our field card, we had Ghost Trick Paradise from our Ghost Trick Xyz, because for Ancient Fairy Dragon's effect you need a field card. which is very important. So now we're going to blow up our field card and get our black garden, because we want to fill the field as much as possible for this FTK. You can pull this off on your first turn either, because you're not attacking with this. You're just hurting with effects. So yeah, you keep doing this and getting your refuge until you got 2 Ancient Fairy Dragons. Then you bring out Nodin again, then you go for rank 4, level 4. And my favorite is Dragnov, so that's why I went for him. Then you blow up your Black Garden and you get Fusion Gate. Then you make this card, since it's the only generic Pyro rank 4, and that's what you need for Blaze Phoenix. Then you play this card, because it gives you Limitless Machines. You can have 4 machines to use for your Blaze Phoenix. Since Blaze Phoenix is a Pyro monster, he takes care of the Pyro aspect after this, and then you see the machine aspect of him. So first, and then he'll deal 300 damage for every card in the field. That's why you fill up their field just to make it crazy. And if they didn't have these two, it'd just be 2 more Rose tokens. So yeah, it's just pretty hard to survive this. It's so easy to stop though. An Effect Veil or Yugioh, any of those cards would completely wreck this whole combo. But then if they did, you always have these guys sitting in there ready, the ignites that you use. But yeah, if it doesn't work, you're kind of in trouble. That's why I don't know how competitive this deck will be. At some point, I may take it to locals or something once it is released. Once Ignites in general are released, I'm definitely just going to run the deck I showed before. Alright, and then we'll do FTK Exodia, and maybe one more after that. Alright, he goes first, but he just sets one. But yeah, we summon Royal Magic Library, and then we just fill it with counters. Then we get our cards. The good thing about terraforming is it pretty much adds 2 counters to this card. Because not only does it give you a field card, but then you get to play the field card. Then he's up to 3, and then we activate his effect, get more. Now we just keep going and keep filling him up. The first time you activate his effect is like 1 for 1 because you summoned him, but every time after that it's just +1. I just kept filling him up with counters, and then we just got our Exodia. Yeah, let's show one more. We'll show Hunter Force or Hunter Star. Hunter Star. I like that name better, so we gotta go with it. I named it good. We start with Dank. We're against Infernoids. Infernoids are a troublesome deck. I really don't know too much on how they work, other than like they want cards in the grave to summon their monsters. And then we just made a bunch of his plays useless with our Honest. And now we're all set because we just get to play Sovereignty. Then we get that. Then we get another Sovereignty. Then we get Ouroboros, just because Ouroboros is amazing. Then we activate the effect so that we can banish that thing, because that's what we know about them. They're not allowed to have monsters in the grave. We don't allow that. And the Seahorse will give us 2 cards with the same name. So we get Pa Hunter for later. But it really doesn't matter because we killed him anyway. Hunter Star. Ah, we gotta just do Hunter Force. Now we're into Hunter. We're into Hunter Flow. Yeah. So, and then we just kind of set up for our first turn. And yes, we had to discard one card. Sis Hunter's not that important. It's Vanities, because, of course, he wanted to go for an XZ. That was pretty obvious. Then all his face downs. Those are scary. But yeah, then we just got a shit ton of cards, and we blew up our own card. So yeah, we had nothing. So yeah, we kind of were just able to hammer the hell out of him. Then we played Ouroboros to get rid of the only card in his hand. But then he gets another card, but that's okay. Just fine with that. And he tries to kill our card, but Honest is just too good. And he quit because, yeah, what could he do? We had Dank. And Dank is Dank. Danko is Dank. Alright, we already showed Ignite FTK. Let's just go. Let's end this with Leo Stopper. Alright, we're against Mermails. We're using this deck, of course. Constellar Omega is so good if they have any back row. Just so good. The only reason I didn't use in the last duel is because we have Danko Senka, and Dank's just too dank. Then you see he goes and uses all his cards. How this worked was he played his Galaxy Cyclone and he tried to blow up Emptiness. But then I don't understand why I played the Trash Stun, because if I'm gonna play a trap in response, I would have had to do that after. So if I was gonna activate my card, it would have been simple. I could have activated it, he could have then played Trap Stun, and then, yes, I would have been stopped. But then he even went farther in stupidity and played Abyss Sphere. Like, what the hell was the point of playing this Trap Stun so early? That was just a misplay on his part, big time. See, in the end, I was able to stop Abyss Sphere and just make it a nullified card. And yeah, he tried to play this, but I blew it up. Then we kind of blew up his Lind. So yeah, now we both got 2,400 beaters. But now he goes and summons Leo, trying to be big and bad. And I'm just like, nope, Mirror Force. And he knew it was over from there. It was like a rage. I don't know if he could have pulled back in. I mean, he had Lin, so he probably could have. I don't know. I think it was just a rage quit. We still got some. Next time we'll show some deck profiles, I think. Well, thanks for watching. Like and subscribe, and you will get some more videos. Hopefully this channel takes off quick. Thanks for watching. See you next time.